Pineapple Gang? Is Non-Fungible Wonderful, and I'm back with another Ecomi and VV video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about, when Omi reaches a higher price, will we see a lower burn? But I think that the Omi token utility will help that. And in this video, I'm going to discuss a lot of different things about what we've seen with Omi token burns and what we will see with the new utility. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, I want to go over where the Omi token is right now. So right now we're at 0.003, and we have seen a small increase, from today, from like the 0.0029 that we were at. But, this price helps us burn the Omi. It's been helping. And even with, the Spider-Man drop, this is what we were able to see. 1 billion Omi burned in one day. And that's major because, there was people who thought that, it would be a feat to burn a billion Omi in a week. And I think we're going to see a repeat of that tomorrow. So what we have coming is Captain America, right? So this is another animated Marvel NFT, and this is going to be another major one on the platform. This is definitely going to sell out. And they also are doing the first Amazing Spider-Man comic drop. So these are two big things to drop in one day, right? So they're dropping this one, I think, at 11, and then this one like a few hours later, right? So we're definitely going to see, over a billion Omi burned in a day. But once Immutable X happens, we're expected to see a much higher price with Omi. Omi will now be officially tied to the app. Right now the Omi token is tied a bit just because of the burn. So, when people buy certain things, the Omi is being burned. But there's going to be a lot more utility added to the token. And I want to go over this video that Poor Man Princeton put up. And this was a great video, and it talks about, what Reese talks about the token. So let's get into that real quick.
I wouldn't mind just taking a moment to expand on the use of Omi within the app as well. I think it's important for people to realize, obviously we're adding utility and use cases to the token, but the point of that is to really create an economy around the token. So creating new ways to burn it for advantages or make purchases obviously increases the velocity of that token.
So right there, he said, to burn it and, to make purchases, this will increase the velocity of the token, right? So when it comes to the velocity of Omi right now, we have been seeing it very, very stagnant for a while. So, if you zoom out a little bit, let's say to this 3-month chart, we've been seeing kind of hover around where we are right now. And it reached 1 cent, which was $1 billion market cap. And since then, we have seen some unbelievable things with Omi. So this shows you that, there is going to be a huge rise when we go to Immutable, and there's going to be ways that you can burn it. It's going to be ways that creates a whole entire ecosystem. And I think with the amount of people that have Omi and use the app right now, there's going to be a lot of reasons for people to want to use this utility. They're going to want to burn it. They're going to want to do different things.
So it incentivizes people to go and find out about it or buy it or use it. And really the idea of aligning that within the app is to make sure those incentives are strong enough or useful enough to people who are enjoying VV to go and also use the token. So yeah, a lot of that, the initial implementations will be sort of very specific use cases, but the idea is that they all piece together to create this economy around the token within the app.
That's why I love Reese right there. That's why I love it.
Yep. So, you got games like Axie Infinity, for example, right? This is a play to earn game. But when it comes to Omi, I think that they ruled out the, play to earn, but I think it would be more of a play to burn. So we will be able to burn more Omi through the use of these different utilities that they add on the app. So not only will we be burning it through the drops, now you could burn it through, let's say, trying to unlock a certain master collector program, different gaming. And we already know that with Immutable X, there's so much that we can do with it. And, even on the website, right? So you see Immutable X, and when it comes to Gods Unchained, they say, look, Immutable X allows us to implement new meta systems in our game that were previously impossible. So we already know that when it comes to Immutable X, there's going to be a lot less limitations on what there is now. Even when it comes to being on OpenSea, being on these different networks, we're going to have the private keys, and there's going to be so much to do, right? And there's one thing that we also don't know about that's going on, because I haven't heard the team talk about this, but the IMX token, this is something that is going to be running the Immutable X platform, and we don't know how, it is going to be tied in with Ecomi, but we see that the IMX token is going to be implemented into everything that Immutable X is doing. And I want to point this out real quick. Coinbase. Not only will we see, a lot of token movement with the utility, but we can also see Omi be listed on other exchanges very easily. And Coinbase is one of the biggest exchanges, and they already work with Immutable X. So us being able to be on this exchange will be major. We did see that it was on OKX. We did see a quick rise in the price, but then it dropped back down. So it didn't, that new exchange, it did allow us to get to new countries and more Asian countries. But, when it comes to Coinbase, this is something that is very easy for a lot of people to use. And it's a huge platform. We've already seen certain connections where when Marvel first dropped, their NFTs, Coinbase did send out an email to all of their users talking about Marvel's first NFT and mention Vivi. So this could be something big. And I think that we could see that same type of movement that we saw with Axie Infinity. So this went from $4, $3 back here, and it's now at $74. It had a huge push. It had a huge momentum. And another thing that I want to talk about real quick is, when it comes to what we see with these NFTs, right? Reese was saying, look, this got me excited. He was saying that 99% of, these NFT lists, Omi's going to be at the top of them because in their NFTs. These NFTs are going to start booming once we're on Immutable X. And, I'm not trying to get people's hopes up too much, but this could be a major possibility. Not only the NFTs are going to move, but also the Omi is going to move. So if you're a person that is early invested and you stayed true and you held on to everything, your Omi, your collectibles, September seems like this is going to be that major month. We could start seeing, bigger burns if they allow gaming. And, back to the Mighty Marvels. I think that Mighty Marvels might be the first NFT game that we see with Vivi. A lot of people were looking at the collectibles. They were seeing that it had teeth and mouths and all this other stuff. This could be a game that they release as soon as we get onto Immutable. And this could be something that burns the token. So there's so many different things coming, and it's just going to be so many different aspects that I wouldn't be surprised to see the Omi price raise a lot, And right here, we saw how it went right up to 1 cent, went back down. I wouldn't be surprised if we smashed through this old all-time high. So I'm holding on, I'm staying true, and I just think that we're going to see some major movements. And I think that the burns, even though, the Omi price is going to be higher, I think that we will still see significant burns based on everything that they're adding. Staking, that is going to take a lot of Omi out of circulating supply, have your tokens locked up, and this could be also major for the pressure of the token. So I'm excited for everything that's coming, and I hope this video was very informative. I hope I helped you to understand, look, just because the price of Omi is going to be higher doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be lower burns. Burns are going to be happening from different aspects, not only NFT sales. So I'm hyped about this, and let me know what you think, man. What are you most excited for about the move to Immutable X? And please, please, please drop a like down below and, subscribe, man. But look, Omi fan, we out, man. Peace.